3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pull Wax Podcast, Episode 9. I have my pals here, and I have the number one moderator in sports cards, Michael Melgan, Jordan Cahoon, the Big Pole Man, and Mark, Prestige Polls. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
Amazing.
It's going great. It's not a good day for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only did the Philadelphia 76ers lose last night, and they lost big, well, kind of big when they're -7, but today we are sponsored by Whatnot.
Whatnot.
Whatnot's taking over. It's that simple.
We are sponsored by Whatnot. Did you guys hear me? We're sponsored by Whatnot.
Whatnot Sports.
It's a game changer. They're taking over.
Sidetracked on these podcasts, and the most important thing that I wanted to get done on this podcast was be very serious, very informative, very straight to the point. So, Michael, tell us what we're going to do today, and let's go segment by segment.
Well, since we already talked about Whatnot, we're going to be closing in on our first subject. It's going to be custom products. We're going to be talking about prestige packs. We're going to be talking a little bit about pull packs. Then we're going to segue on over to a recap of your Philly show with Prestige Pulls. We're going to talk a little bit about the National at the end. We're going to talk a little bit about haters in the middle.
Okay. Before we even get into all of that, which I can't wait to, let's talk about Whatnot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not downloaded the Whatnot application on your cell phone, I definitely really think you should, because I believe that Whatnot is the future of sports cards. Coon, the Big Pole Man, why are you laughing?
Because
diehard fan, and I know how hard it is to swallow a L, and I really am not like teasing you like Cahoon does, because he doesn't know about loyalty. But what makes Ben Simmons wear a shooting sleeve? Be honest.
you were at the game last night.
Like, be honest. Like, why? He doesn't shoot.
I'm a Phoenix Suns fan.
You're not a
Can
Sixers
you talk about
fan?
your letdown as a
You're
Philadelphia fan?
bandwagon
Be
now?
honest. Let
Are you kidding me?
Yo, stop, bro. This.
I'm having a rough day. You're jumping down my throat, dude. Of course I'm a Sixers fan. I was there. It was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, listen, on top
It's
of
rough.
Doc, listen, Doc Rivers wasn't the first Game 7 he's ever lost. I mean, he was a main big reason they got that
Don't
far.
blame Doc now.
No, bro. Well, his playoff rotations were horrible.
But he didn't have much to choose from.
I mean, you can't. When Tyrese Maxey's going off, you can't elect.
Look who you were going
George
against.
Hill.
Trailing only at 21
Yeah,
points.
George Hill played way too much.
I mean, honestly, the way Ben Simmons played defense yesterday, obviously, it doesn't excuse his offensive struggles, but like they forced a player like Kevin Huerter to beat them, and he dropped like 20 plus.
because George Hill and Seth
Easy.
Curry were covering him. He was
it's
cooking
just-
them.
Of course, bro.
But what about Thibault and like all these players?
Dude, the rotations were horrible.
The rotations-
They weren't even getting
Gallinari
minutes.
cooked them.
The rotations
Thibault
were
got no
off.
minutes. Tyrese Maxey didn't even play in the fourth quarter yesterday.
How did Ben Simmons down by 2 literally when he could just make a
Down by
layup,
3.
passed it to
down by 3.
Thibault?
He was down. He's
What
scared
was
of the
that?
rim.
He's
I was
scared.
right behind. I
He's
was
scared.
10 feet away. I was row 10, bro. It was literally I'm still sick.
I don't talk about basketball a whole lot because I'm not a huge basketball fan these days. I used to be a huge basketball fan when I was like 12 years old when LeBron was on the Heat. But
I missed that.
I want to say my favorite stat from this series was that Ben Simmons in 7 straight games, fourth quarter shooting 100%.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. He's efficient.
2 for 2.
That's
He's
crazy.
consistent.
He's had 2 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. In
He
7 games.
hasn't
7
shot
games.
anything else.
You must fix that team. If not, you'll never win, you know?
It was 2 for 2.
That's what I got to say. Though.
Yeah, that was terrible. Well, regardless, I mean, that was a huge letdown. It is what it is. I really like... Cahoon, can you tell me from your perspective what you feel about Whatnot and what they're doing for the card community?
I just think Whatnot's taking over with they're just quicker on the on-screen, the actual aspect of
interactions.
breaking,
interactions are
there's
100%
no delay. The auctions are amazing. Just fantastic. I love the auctions.
Well, talk about it from a seller's perspective. What do you really like about it? Is it the payments? Is it the shipping labels? Like, talk about that.
Well, A-Money really does a lot of that shipping and stuff, so I don't really get into that. But everything that I spoke about, like I like the auctions. I like the quick comments and
Got it.
how everybody can hear me instantly, stuff like that.
And you like the $1 auctions?
Love the $1 auctions
Because it gives everyone
Super
an
fun.
opportunity to win.
Yeah.
Prestige,
Well,
talk
coming
about
from somebody-
the
coming
shipping.
from somebody that breaks by themselves 90% of the time, and does the shipping by themselves, and like does kind of a one-man show when I'm like back in Jersey. It's like
Respect that.
It's the nuts. Like
For sure.
I have to click 2 buttons and all the labels get printed.
That's
I don't
so
have to go in
great.
my DMs. I don't have to go to the addresses. I don't have to go on Shopify. I don't have to worry about anything. It's already right there. I literally click 2 buttons, and I mean, respect to them. They hold the pay until packages get shipped out. So it's honestly not even more efficient for the seller. It's more efficient for the buyer because the breaker or whoever's selling isn't going to get paid until everything gets shipped. So I mean,
You gotta ship next day.
yeah,
Simple as that.
it's it. It's
I
love
think
it.
Whatnot
I mean, I went there tonight.
is revolutionary for the sports card industry in general. I think it's a really good way to learn too. If you're just getting into the hobby, there's a lot of low end packs, low end slabs, singles, the whole 9 yards. So I'm a big fan of it. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, there's tons of reasons why you should join the app. As a buyer, we've been giving out tons of deals, stuff way under market value that you cannot find unless it's on the Whatnot app. Pull packs we're selling sometimes under. Some of the boxes we're selling sometimes under. The packs we're selling sometimes under. And that's a great way to learn about the hobby. And I think for all new people and experts, Whatnot is the place to be. And I think Whatnot is going to make sure that there is an opportunity for every single person to be involved. High-end repacks, high-end box breaks, low-end box breaks. I think it appeals to all masses, and Pullwax certifies Whatnot as the future of sports cards.
100%.
Moving on to the next subject.
Haters.
Haters.
Everyone's favorite subjects. We've all got haters. We've
Well,
got
well,
haters that hate on us for having haters.
Well, they love that we're even mentioning them right now.
That's fine.
Do
I mean,
they
it's,
love it though, or
They love
are
It's
they
an-
just going to talk about us?
No.
It's
They
an
love it.
apparent
If
thing
we
in any
name drop
industry.
them, they love it. But
it's
we can't
an
do that.
it's an apparent, like in any industry you have haters. I mean, in anybody that's successful has haters, whether it's a lot of success, a little success, minor success, whatever that looks like. People have haters. LeBron James has haters. Steve Nash has haters. Kevin Durant has haters.
I can't see
Cahoon
the
has
haters.
Cahoon
I
has.
can't see him.
His shades
Yeah,
are
but you have
blocking
your
the haters.
shades on.
I can't see him.
So
Naturally.
I think that's like a blanket statement, though, when you say everyone has haters. But nobody really feels the gravity of that until you're in a situation where somebody is saying, hey, so-and-so sucks because this, that, and the other. Like, when I first got here and people were hating on Pullwax, I was, like, super offended. I was like, I get everyone has haters and people hate on us for no reason, but it's like they have no idea what's going on behind these doors. Like, people are like, they're a bunch of scumbags. They don't ship things on purpose. It's like, no, we've had 15,000 orders in the last year. We have 2 people shipping. Like, mistakes are bound to happen.
Of course.
But the thing is, it's not about making mistakes. It's about how you fix them. And a lot of people don't understand how much work it takes to build to where we have gotten today. Like, yeah, we might have 2 guys doing shipping, but we work 24/7, 365. From 9 a.m. we're working, at 9 p.m. we're working, at 2 a.m. we're working, at 4 a.m. we're working. We have, our team is just always working. So for people to hate, it's just for notoriety, and they just feel better about themselves to hate, but then in person, they're going to go and tell you how much they appreciate you and love you. So,
That's a fact.
listen, dealing with the hate, you got to rise above it, and most importantly, focus on the supporters. There could be 1,000 people hating, and there could be 100 people supporting, and focus on those 100 supporters. If you focus on the supporters and show light to the supporters and turn a negative into a positive, the haters will eliminate themselves. But if you let the hate consume you, they will multiply and triple and quadruple because they want you to fold under pressure. So in order to avoid the haters, you have to support the supporters.
100%, I agree with that. It's just I'm a really petty person, so when somebody hates, I like to respond.
Well, listen, you're younger, and you put so much of your heart, like sweat and tears, into this company. So obviously, when somebody hates, it's a direct slap in the face for all the hard work that you've done, and you want to prove them wrong,
Yeah,
but you can't.
Most of the hate is because people will never work as hard as you. Like, I know that from
You saw it, yeah.
first-hand perspective, bro. People that, like, I mean, even when Prestige had, I don't know, 700 followers, I had one of my first ever clients literally try and make a break page and then tell everybody I was charging too high and I was overpriced, when in reality I was grinding like everyone else, driving 2 hours a day for product, doing shipping all by myself, breaking 3 nights a week, doing all the sorting in the morning when I woke up, and still trying to go to the gym and, like, successfully have a bartending job. like they just wanted to talk shit. I mean, that's what people do. They feel better about themselves because they will never grind like you ever.
For sure.
Any hate I get, it's because I don't care. I love it. Like, congrats.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
It
Like,
really does.
Like, it's okay. Like,
you got to be okay with it.
Yeah. Like, you feel good about yourself to hate, and you want to spread that to other people. But everyone knows when they interact with me straight up, like, I'm real straightforward, and it's all about love. Like, I got no hate for nobody. If you're like hating me, then once I see it, I'm gonna dab you up. And just know where you stand. I mean, in reality, you're just not gonna.
They always come back anyways.
In any
need
aspect,
something.
yeah. In any aspect, you're not gonna outwork me in anything I do, so it doesn't matter.
And it's all about the hobby. At the end of the day, this is all about growing the hobby. So we just need to consistently grow that hobby, and it's gonna come with doubters and naysayers and whatever it may be. But as long as we spread our love for the hobby and keep growing, that's all that we can do. How do you deal with the hate, Cahoon?
Can't see the haters, like I said.
The trolls and the lies, stuff like that.
I don't see them.
You laugh? You take them
That's
to
it.
the Dollar Tree?
They're not there. If they're there,
What's a memorable hater that you had? I know you have one memorable hater.
Siggity's a classic.
No. Siggity's a special case.
Shout out to
He's
Siggity.
not a hater.
He loved that.
He
we
loves
just
Yeah,
said
but he
it.
could be a hater.
He
To
can
me.
be a hater,
To
but
me,
he's not
especially.
a hater.
He's a nice young kid who's trying to make it in life.
He hates on me.
But I want to know, you definitely have that one. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. You have that one person that you see that username and you instantly roll your eyes and you're just, ugh. I know you have that
We're
one
not
person.
going to call out the person.
We're not going to call him out, but I want to know somebody.
Yeah.
I want to know who hates on Cahoon. How can you hate on Cahoon?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like we're not gonna point any fingers.
There
No,
could
I
be
don't want to point
one.
fingers. I just want to know about
There
it.
could be one, but it's
You
just.
could ask him
it's,
questions
It's
on-
long over with. That hater's been put to bed, and
At
he's
the end
just,
of the day,
he's asleep.
listen. At the end of the day,
and he won't wake up. I'll tell you that.
anytime-
He's not gonna wake up.
Anytime a hater comes in my live and has to, like, I don't know, counter me on anything I'm saying, doing, selling, I literally thank them for being one of the 100 people in my live. I really
sure.
do appreciate so and so
It's
for
support.
helping my live
It
get
is
to
support.
100.
It's
I don't
bad
care.
comments.
Say
It's
whatever
content.
you need to say. I
Content.
appreciate you being a part of the viewership because
No
you're
doubt.
taking time out of your day to listen to my voice, watch my hands open up Sportscards.
Let's roll over to the next segment.
Roll over. What do we got next? We got
Next.
a recap of the Philly show.
Wow.
Tell us about that.
Cahoon, how was that show? Since you said you were gonna
Yeah.
go and didn't.
There's many reasons I didn't go. In fact, I'm happy I didn't go, but I'm
Oh, you're
happy.
happy you didn't go.
I'm happy I'm here now because I get to hear how that show was.
I mean, if you watch the vlog,
Watch the video.
Who made that vlog for us? That was a sick vlog. Can we shout him out?
Alex. Yeah. Let me get his right Instagram.
Shout out to Alex. We'll obviously plug in the IG. That was a
It's
sick.
It's Alex Christian, but I want to get
Alex
his right,
Christian.
I
He
wanna
does a
get
lot
his
of
right
car work. He's in the Philadelphia area. If you guys ever need any vlogs, you definitely hit him up. He's super cool. He actually learned about sports cards. He had no idea what he was getting himself into.
Alex Cariston _ ALEXCARISTAN _
Perfect.
Love that.
So he made a really cool vlog for us. Check that out on YouTube, Pullwax YouTube. We bought a bunch of deals. I had a crazy deal for a LeBron Auto Exquisite out of 50. I left it at home. I should have brought that. But
Classic.
that was the biggest card. That's the biggest card of my collection to date. LeBron Jersey Auto 2009-2010 Exquisite BGS 85 sold at Golden for $34,000.
It's a big dog.
That's in my collection. LeBron James on card auto, like you don't really see LeBron autos like that ever.
So
upper
sick,
deck.
sick navy blue patch.
And that happened at the end of the show. You never
Yeah,
know.
I
You and I were like
Yeah,
ready to
It was
dip
when I was buying the KD card, just getting a couple. I bought this
Crazy.
card when it was nothing.
before the auto. We'll talk about that too.
Incredible.
So the Philly show was incredible. It was bigger than the Dallas show in attendance, so there was more tables. First time that I've ever been in Philadelphia. We were at the Forge Casino,
Valley Forge
Forge
Casino.
Casino.
I thought you were gonna say Wildwood.
Prestige and I were taking a bet in the Valley Forge Casino.
For the Sixers,
locked in a bet, turned
across.
around. Charles Barkley's behind us.
Yes,
That's hilarious.
that was lit.
Really cool show. It was great to see a lot of the vendors. Shout out to Steven Dickler. I've been buying cards from Steven Dickler for the longest time. I wish I remembered his business name, but he has been helping me for a very, very long time, and I finally met him at the show. It was super, super nice to see him. Tons of other vendors as well. A lot of the crew was out there. Give Me a Break, Santiago. All the breakers were out there. All the store owners. Super fun times.
One of one doc.
One of one
Coming soon.
documentary. That's gonna be super interesting.
Can't wait
as
for
well.
that.
We're gonna have a little segment on that after. We're gonna add that in towards the end. But man, just a lot of really cool things in the hobby. A lot of new applications. A lot of new things involved, like card ladder and star stock and alt and so many different businesses all around the card market in general. And I'm super thankful to see where the market is right now. Like, everybody's playing their part in this hobby, and it's growing fast, and I cannot wait for National. Like, I really can't wait because
Cards are starting to come back. They're popping. People are going to be
boxes
loaded
are
for
going up.
National.
The wax is going
Loaded.
up. People are really like.
And everybody that
and football's going to be coming back.
and people fought like a lot of people were fire selling these past couple months. They were
Correct.
just straight scared.
Well, everyone's in a panic.
yeah.
But luckily,
Scared.
we're buying every day. So like, if you're
Buying
in a
every
panic,
day.
we got
I'm
you.
panic buying.
Yeah, I'm panic buying too.
I'm in a lot of debt.
We'll talk about that. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll sell your Ken Dorsey auto.
And that's not happening. But you skipped over my favorite part of your recap. I can say my favorite part because I've seen the video. I don't know if anybody else has seen the video. You guys should check the video. Leave a like, subscribe.
Oh,
comment,
please,
all
that'd be awesome.
But tell us about the kids. You didn't even check their comps. What was that about?
I mean, listen, kids are really the main ones growing the hobby. They're the ones getting the parents to spend all the bucks. And I just love interacting with them. I think that it's incredible for them to learn the value of a dollar, learn about trades, learn about buying and selling. And I just want to reward kids for being in the hobby. And you saw it on video, but I do it all the time.
I remember Courtside Card Show. Kid wanted, what was it, a Tua out of Impeccable?
I always let the kids rock me. They always rock me. But listen, that's the most important thing. Like, this isn't always about making money. This is about leaving an imprint on somebody that will tell somebody else to join the hobby. Like, you should see the parents' faces when you hook up the kids and they come back screaming and telling them how much they love it. Like, that's the whole point of this hobby.
Yeah, trading _ cards 327. That's Joey. That's the kid you bought the Donovan Mitchell.
Love that.
And his collection was elite, bro.
Elite.
He's like 12 or 13.
Elite.
He pulled out the box. Once I saw the slab case, I was like, oh.
Bro, they have, like,
This kid's legit.
dude, some of these
Literally
12, 13-year-old
13.
cards have better collections than some
Yeah,
of the
straight
grown
up
adults that
like
we know.
50,000 in
Amazing.
the case. Like, just of like,
Little
it was
young
just
kid.
Stupid.
And the dad's letting them do whatever.
And they love
like,
it. They trust them.
if the kid decides to do the trade, that trade's a go.
Because I mean, everyone who, like, we all love cards to a certain extent. Obviously, buy what you like when you want to hold stuff. But at the end of the day, everything in everyone's slab boxes are assets. Like,
Yeah.
you have their means to money. Like,
For sure.
yeah, we could all say a card is worth $30,000, but it's not really worth $30,000 until you sell it and you have
Yeah.
$30,000 cash in your hand.
It's like perceived value.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's the appraisal of a card,
Exactly.
but what is
Like-
somebody paying for it?
Like, this card I bought raw for $80 at the Philly card show
remember
just
that.
because I liked it. I mean, it's AI.
you bought that with the KD auto, right?
Yeah, yeah,
With the sweet spot.
I bought it for $80. It's AI Kobe warm up jersey, authenticated, whatever, upper deck. Last night I saw AI in the casino after the game. I had my cards on me. I ran to my car. He signed it. So I mean, this is a card that I don't even care the value. I'll never. It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
love
just-
that he signed the jersey too.
for sure.
Like a jersey card.
I had his rookie
sick.
cards, but his boy was like, he's only going to sign one. And I was like, all right. And then he saw Kobe. He said, I love this man, and that was it, bro. It was pretty lit.
That's so cool. Like being in the
So
casino,
cool.
seeing all these people, just being in there. Like it's all about
was
being
lit,
in the
bro.
mix. And he'll remember that. AI
sure.
will remember.
Bro,
some
I
of
went
that.
up to him and I
Can
was
you
like,
talk about the interaction?
Yeah. Well, first I was literally playing roulette. Black 4 just hit. I turned around. I literally see AI with his little crew. He's just walking through because I guess like he walked through from the game to go to his car because he was literally sitting in the valley.
Oh, so
where I
the
was talking to him.
casino's connected to the
No,
arena?
it's like a block away, but
Gotcha.
that's where I guess he was posted or whatever. And I saw him. I turned around. I was like, the answer. And he was like, yo. Once I saw where he was going, I literally ran to the cashier, cashed out my shit. And then I was kind of just hawking him because he was like on the phone. And I just waited like 30 minutes because I brought my dad to the game Father's Day. He pieced out. He wasn't waiting. And then I literally just waited till he hung up the phone. And I went up to him. I was like, yo, serious question, bro. I was like, I'm sorry to bother you. And he like paused and he was like, go ahead. I was like, you fuck with sports cards. And then I was like, I know you get paid whatever to sign whoever. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm really not into all that. And it was a cool interaction, bro. I was really just talking
It's
to
awesome.
Allen
And he
Iverson.
on card auto by the answer.
Bang.
One of the coolest players of all time.
Yeah. Super,
amazing.
super lit.
I would
mean,
love to know what AI
that's-
really thinks about
see-
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty dope because I was literally sitting there listening. I heard a lot. Like I would never really,
Yeah.
but it was just like it was dope. You knew who he was talking about, what he was talking about, and he was even talking about haters and people wanting it, bro. People actually wanting to do things on the floor. It was it was super
Was
dope.
he sitting courtside?
I was literally he always sits courtside. I was
Gotcha.
or sometimes in the suite, but they didn't show him last night. I don't remember
Quavo
them
was
seeing
out
him.
there dapping up
Quavo was
Trae
there
Young.
every. I mean, I went to every game besides game 1, but like. bro. I mean, that's a Philadelphia 76er. The guys that they got playing right now, I mean, other than Joel Embiid, it's just rough.
I mean, Seth Curry's a baller, bro. I don't care
For
what you
sure.
say.
Oh, I love Seth Curry.
Tobias Harris got to go.
The way that
Simmons got to go.
you gotta want this shit, man.
Tyrese Maxey's staying for life.
For
Thibault's
life,
a beast.
bro. He gets a stand.
Thibault's a beast, bro.
The fans
Thibault's
love
Bruce
Thibault,
Bowen.
bro. They love Tyrese Maxey. And when he didn't play the fourth quarter yesterday, it made
20
no
years
sense.
old.
He was getting it every time. Tyrese Maxey checked into the ball game. Matt
Yeah.
Cord's the announcer. Fucking standing ovation every time.
That's
Like
awesome.
literally, they love him.
I
He
do
smiles when he gets on the court.
I do love the Philadelphia fans. I really do. I like the way that they run shit. Like it's sick. They have a great city.
For sure. I mean, literally, you don't got the beaches. The weather's not always the nicest. So, like
Sports
as
is-
a unit, like we rely on Philly sports. Like the sky was gray today when I left there. It was great. It was sad. You could feel it.
For sure. Mike, let's get more into depth with what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about custom products?
We'll come back to that, but I want to talk about the Nationals since we're on the subject of card shows.
Okay, great. So none of us have ever been to a national. I think that since we've started in cards, I feel that at first we weren't welcome so much, and everyone's like, "Oh, these new guys, all these new guys." But now I really feel that we have made our imprint in the card game.
Absolutely.
And that everybody not only respects it, but is thankful for what Poleax has brought and what more than just Poleax. Like with Cahoon and Prestige and all these other new breakers that are coming into the game, they are really making sure that the hobby's growing. Like on social media, creating content. Like everybody's different. You're not going to have an older man that's 75 years old have a podcast or create vlogs. Not saying that he can't, but the average old man is not going to be doing some of the things that we do. And I think that it's very important to shed light on every single aspect of the hobby in order for everyone to be a part of it, for the boxes to sell, for the cards to sell. It's all about supply and demand. The supply is there, and the supply is continuously pumping. There's more boxes, more packs, more cards getting made than ever. So we need to create that demand. And in order for us to make sure that demand keeps going up, content and going live and all these things are very apparent so people can actually touch and feel these cards. So I'm really excited about National. I know National always has a historic way of making cards go up from where they were. Football's coming back. Basketball obviously is ending, but the finals and all these things are happening. So, dude, I can't wait for National. Like, you got to be prepared for this. A lot of people are going to Chicago. You got to book your travel, your flights, your hotels, your cars, making sure that you have all of your inventory, and most importantly, freeing up cash. Like, you need money to go out there. You need to buy. I mean, everybody's different, but the most important thing is just to be prepared. I think we have like 36 days until National or something like that. Get prepared. You have over a month to be prepared. Sell what you have to sell. Keep what you want to keep.
Stock up on your football cards.
Straight up.
If you haven't already. If you didn't buy them cheap in Dallas and whatnot, and even they may not consider cheap, but it's starting to come. Like, it's about to be football season.
Yeah.
People, once Mosaic and all the football, like the real football, start to draw, we're going to be Trevor Lawrence hunting. Like, it's just how it's going to be. It's going to.
Dude, you just gave me the chills because, like, 2021 Prism.
We're, like, not that far.
2021 NT.
Like, we have, like, in the next, like, when
Might be better
Mosaic
than
comes
last
out
year.
before that, like, it's
I
like.
can't
It might
wait.
be better than last year.
Dude, like, and don't forget
And
the
the
second
hype
years.
is up. And the hype
Like, the
is
second
up.
years are lit. Herbert second year, Burrow second year.
It's gonna be.
In my last Prestige pack, I had a
gonna be a
second year.
year.
Yeah, I'm pumped, dude. I'm super pumped for National. I can't wait. I don't even know what to expect. We have a 10x10 booth sponsored by GTS Distribution. Shout out to GTS for that. I know Prestige is going, Cahoon's going, Philly's going, Michael Melgan's going.
That's
I'll
lit.
be
gonna be
there.
crazy.
We're gonna have a
It's
great
a
time.
Jake is going.
It's gonna be.
That's a
forget
movie.
Jake. It's gonna be my first show that I actually traveled to, minus Clearwater. I don't count that as
Yeah,
traveling.
that was
like a 2-hour.
No, that
trip.
was a great show. Shout out to
It was a
Clearwater
great show, but
Redbeards,
that was
the
2 hours
man.
away. I don't
yeah,
count
yeah,
that.
I agree.
Plane.
I'm extremely hyped because I didn't get to go to Dallas. I didn't
I
get
can't
to go
wait
to
to watch
Philly.
you eat Chicago deep dish pizza.
Oh my god, I'm gonna eat so much deep dish pizza.
You-
I
Whole pizza.
love
Get him a whole pizza.
deep dish pizza.
Really?
I love the fake deep dish pizza I've had.
Nah,
I can't wait to have real.
Yeah, this
deep
is the
dish
real
pizza.
stuff. Have you been to Chicago?
Never been to Chicago.
That's what's also so sick about this. Is like we're
We all never
traveling to
been there.
cities that we've never been
Never
to.
been. I've never been to Texas before this year. I've been to Texas 3 times. Like, literally.
That's the
crazy.
beauty about these shows, man, is just keep on moving, traveling, meeting people, connections, relationships, all that. And I'm gonna be very strict at this show. Like sometimes I go and I party and we drink and we go to Wildwood and Westwood and all these places.
You loved Wildwood.
I loved Wildwood, but
You
we're
loved it.
focused on the prize. Sam Wolf. We're focused on working, man. We really are. We're buying and selling and trading and creating so much content.
And having fun.
And having fun, but we have fun with everything that we do. I just really want to inform more people about everything. And I feel that this crew just has so much fun on these podcasts, but I really like the whole goal is value, information, and entertainment. I think the entertainment side we always do well on. I think the value we always do well on. Whatnot, 7 p.m. tonight. I'm on at 11:30. Like, that's where the value is. But where's the information? Like, I want to inform everyone watching this. How can I save them money? How can we make them money? And how can they profit off being in this hobby? And there's so many different ways, right? Like, you might be a breaker. You might be a consumer. You might be a collector. I really want to start taking calls on this podcast, on that screen. And I want them to ask us questions. And I want all of us to answer them.
We'll
I think
make it
that's the
happen.
best way to...
Yeah, that's definitely.
I think that's the way to inform everybody, because that's what I want to do, and it's so hard to pick and choose who you want to inform. We don't know. We have the answers, but we don't know who's listening.
Maybe we just have to see if we can get a live stream.
We can do
That's
that
how
for
we would
sure.
have to do it.
Yeah, we can do
That's
that.
what
You
we
ever
should
see
do.
adults? Oh, Jesus Christ! On the podcast, my voice cracked. You ever see Adult Swim?
Adult Swim?
Yeah.
I mean, I have, but
They have those shows where people call in and they participate in the game shows, stuff like that they have going on. We can probably do something like that.
awesome.
Get the people involved in the podcast.
We'll talk to Alec Jerome. We'll talk to Michael Melgan. We'll figure
Talk
it
to
out.
me.
It's easy.
It's easy.
It's not easy.
With Alec Drum, it's easy.
We're having a new filter coming out.
Shout out Alec Jerome.
It's gonna be sick.
Shout
I'm
out
super
Alec
excited.
Jerome.
about it.
Everybody's gonna be slabbed up.
Slab them up.
Slab that.
Slabbed up.
Pause.
What else?
Slab
what else?
that up.
I don't know. Let's just give a quick shout out to the whatnot activities going on
The
tonight.
whatnot, let's just, I mean, instead of like crushing, maybe,
Whatnot's
like, the
taking
rest of
over,
the
like I said.
playoffs, bro. Devin Booker.
I mean,
Okay, let's
I
go.
said that the Milwaukee
What the hell?
I said
We went
that
from
the-
Sportscards to sports.
I said
It's
that the
easy.
Milwaukee Bucks would win the finals.
Well, it looks plain and simple.
Wait, how
right
about the
now.
Nets
Let's
and
go
Lakers?
over. Wait,
Nets
let's
and
go.
Lakers.
Wait, let's go
Yo,
over
good
our
shit,
original
bro.
predictions.
You guys are clapping each
Yo,
other.
yo,
No. You guys are gonna
sick.
clap
Our
each other
original
up
predictions. Just
because
go over
all right,
the original.
All right, let's start here.
It's me and
Stop.
Mike.
Nets and Lakers.
You guys
Nets
are really
and
gonna
Lakers,
clap
you talk-
each other up because Kyrie got out. They lost in a game 7 in OT. You're saying Kyrie's not there, they wouldn't win. And then you're telling me
Suns
that
was
with
easy.
AD, the Lakers won 2 in a row. They lost to the Suns, who are
Suns
probably
was
gonna win
easy.
it
If
all.
my dad
So
wasn't
therefore, it would have been
5'9"
Lakers and Nets.
he was 7'3", I would be in the NBA.
Don't get me started with your little
That's what you
I mean,
say.
bullshit. All right.
If so, what? Who,
So
what?
we're
Right?
here now.
Listen, I
it's
was
gonna be
this.
Suns and Bucks.
Dude, I was at. It's gonna be. I like.
It's gonna be Suns and Bucks. We're here
I'm
now.
on
We're
Suns.
here.
I'm
It's that
definitely on
simple.
Suns and Bucks. I mean, I had.
So
Suns,
who wins?
I had Suns and Sixers.
And Sixers won, right?
And
Six. I'm just. I'm honestly.
Yeah, bro. Sixers. Look at the Sixers.
Bro, we talked about the Suns for
They got
literally
beat
10
by the
minutes on the
Hawks.
first time we ever did a podcast.
To be honest, who are the Hawks? They're gonna get swept right here 4-0.
but the
who
Lakers
are the
got
Hawks?
beat in the first round.
Ice, try that again.
I don't know about that prediction. Last time you predicted something, it was completely wrong.
Not even.
Players got
close.
injured. It's fine.
Not even close.
So
I'm always
the Phoenix
confident.
Suns looked incredible. Devin Booker had his first ever triple-double. It was in the playoffs. The last triple-double that was in the playoffs on the Suns was 2005 Steve Nash. It was 16 years since that date. Devin Booker held it down. Crazy.
Devin Booker's little Kobe.
Bro,
They
that
said-
was
That's
nut-
what they said today on it.
That's not like
that.
Devin
Everyone's
Booker.
a little Kobe.
Devin Booker went crazy, dude. Devin Booker went crazy. I like DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges is such a stud, dude.
That
all
makes
around.
me sick, Mikal Bridges. Do you know he got drafted by the Sixers and they traded him for Zaire Smith and he went to Mikal Bridges' mom works for the Sixers and he's from Philly. We drafted him and traded him.
Yep, you
For
don't remember
Zaire
that?
Smith.
And now we have George Hill on our team.
And he's what, 43?
He's guarding Danilo Gallinari.
George
Danilo
Hill's
Ga-
old. He
He's
was
a-
on the Pacers. He was
Brother,
on
all
the
I gotta
Spurs.
say is have fun being a Sixers fan.
Listen, I told you I'm a son. Dude, what do you mean? I'm in the
Yeah,
Western Conference.
you're,
Yeah,
a,
so-
you're a bandwagon.
So the Suns.
I love the Sixers, man, but they fucked them.
Yeah, they blew it. Whatever. So the Suns play the Clippers.
Already up 1-0.
That was
It's
If
easy.
Kawhi comes back, they'll win. But I don't
The
think
Suns
Kawhi's
just did
gonna
it
win.
I don't
without Chris
think Kawhi's coming
Paul
back.
because
If
they
he
can.
somehow comes back,
the
they got a
Suns
big
just did it
shot.
without Chris Paul.
Yeah, Cameron Payne.
come on, it's
Cameron
over,
Payne
bro.
crushed
And then
that.
you got Hawks and Bucks. I just think the Bucks will destroy them.
Four is it?
So aside from Giannis and Devin Booker cards, what are some cards that you could see going up after this
Outside
all
of
said and done?
basketball,
No,
or-
in basketball.
Oh.
Separate from who's in there
No,
right now.
inside. Who's in right
Who's
now?
in right now?
The Clippers, Suns, Bucks, Hawks.
Obviously, Terrence Mann just absolutely
That was
killed
nuts.
it.
His Prism Silvers were like
He
$25.
solidified his value for sure.
Correct, at FSU. He's a great all-around player.
sure.
He just needs to play within his means. Like anytime, I saw him trying to
tries
do a little too much.
it's not him.
It did not
He's
work.
not like
Like
that,
he
yeah.
tried to do like a step back shot. I was like, like he needs
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
move,
Yeah.
shoot open threes, get the boards. Like he needs to play his
sure.
game. Terrence Mann in the 1920 class, like obviously Trey Young, Giannis,
Kevin
Devin
Huerter.
Booker, Kevin
Kevin
Huerter,
Huerter.
17-18 Red Velvet.
18-19.
17-18 Kevin Huerter.
Kevin Herter's 18-19.
Who's 17-18?
John Collins. You're burning.
Huerter's 18-19.
Come on, get your shit
And who-
straight, Mike.
Yeah,
You
my
own a
shit's
store here,
Yeah.
pull wax. You can't get the year straight. All right,
You're
we're
right.
good.
I can't believe
That was
what
your
I
first
just
warning.
witnessed.
Yeah, that was
First
That was
warning.
brutal.
That was tough.
First warning.
That was a technical foul. One more, I'm out. So who else? Like seriously, Kevin Huerter cooked, but that was just because
Bridges is obviously a
Bogdanovich
monster.
is
Yeah,
just
bro.
injured right now.
Yeah.
Injured bad. You could tell his knees messed
I
up.
mean, I hate
He's
talking,
a baller.
I hate talking about this team, bro, but Tyrese Maxey can play.
Yeah, Tyrese.
You want to
Maxey.
hear who's
And
the
he's
guy?
gonna have to play because
has to.
like
Their whole
something-
team is
it's
getting
like,
a
it's-
facelift.
They're gonna blow it up.
Yeah, they have
Daryl
to.
Morey, bro, he literally traded for Seth Curry, traded for
Josh Richardson for Seth Curry. What a
yeah,
great trade.
Richardson.
What a great trade. He's so bad.
Yeah, exactly. We got rid of him.
Yeah,
He gets to play
he
with Luka
sucks.
now. He's a blitz.
He's on the Heat.
He's a
He was
blitz.
good for a little bit. After that,
Everyone was like, "He's so good."
downhill. Him and Whiteside are friends in there.
Basically, Daryl Morey drafted Tyrese Maxey, got George Hill, but he didn't sign Doc
George
Rivers.
Hill wasn't a bad
Yeah,
pickup.
Doc Rivers was the
George Hill wasn't a bad
rotation
pickup.
was
He just
terrible.
played too much.
Can't we were still talking about this
Yeah,
garbage.
Played
game.
too much.
I hate it.
So
Tyrese Maxey's good though.
obviously we're gonna talk about some good investments and different things that we like in the next upcoming podcast. The last thing I wanted to touch on today was custom products, pull packs, prestige packs, kosher packs, all of those custom products. So when we started pull packs, there was not many custom products out there, and quite frankly, breaking was so hot that no one even needed to even think about something like that.
Yep.
Can you elaborate on those times? They were years ago, but you were there, and you made a lot of the custom products.
Yeah, I would just say boxes at that point were just cheaper, and people were more interested in hitting that big chase card rather than being guaranteed until they noticed how much money they were actually losing by just opening straight boxes and doing breaks.
Correct.
When there's so much
People
value.
were opening up cases at that time.
Yeah, and there's just so much value in these custom products. You really can't lose much, and you can win big.
Remember when we were doing pull packs and pull box, and we saw some of the worst packs back then, and you 5x'd your money on the bad packs?
Yeah,
I feel like
That's how
we're in a
things work.
time like that right now.
guaranteed.
Because it all comes in circles and waves. So, like, right now, some of the cards are undervalued. We're putting
Yeah,
them
we're
in
like
the packs.
we're on the upswing.
We're
right?
on the upswing again.
Yeah.
We were down, and now we're on the up.
I think we touched the floor, and now we're gonna go through
well,
the
it's
ceiling
on everybody.
to the moon.
If everyone wants sports cards to go up, you got to play your part in cards.
Always.
So, elaborate on why you should buy a custom product, or if you're a breaker, why you should make a custom product. And how can you have longevity in your packs? Because we see too many breakers making
Well,
too much money quick.
you always
and
have
then
to
getting
put-
the consumers upset.
You always have to put bangers in there, and you got to put value. You can't be scared to put great cards
Have to.
in your own custom packs. You have to put great
well,
cards
it's your
in there.
brand too. Wouldn't you want your brand to be good?
It's just a must. You have to put good cards. You got to put bangers in there. You know, I'm getting a call. Settle down. And really, you just always gotta have guarantees. You know,
Gotcha.
when you're opening wax, there's not a guarantee, and you can absolutely get nothing. But in
So
the
you want to guarantee the ceiling
yeah,
and the floor.
The ceiling
you
is
just
the roof.
you
The
just
ceiling is the floor. 'Cause
you
the
want to
floor
make
has
the
no ceilings.
floor, not the floor. You know, when you're opening a box, sometimes you'll smack your head on the floor. But when you're opening a custom pack, you want to just be cool.
Yeah,
if
you're not
you
gonna
lose,
get
you know?
zero ever
You don't want to break your head open.
for sure.
You want to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Like tonight's floor in my packs is like 200. Ceiling's like $1,300.
There you go. It's easy.
So nobody could lose. The packs
Yeah.
will go for $350, $400.
People are gonna have
some
a great
people,
time.
Some people don't realize that like love to gamble on breaks, and obviously we all love to gamble on breaks. It's like a part of the thrill of opening a pack, and when you can't get your hands on the product, it's a great way to get the product or gamble at the product. You could get a $175 spot in a break, get a 25-cent card, and you lost your
Yeah, you
lost
lost all your
your
money.
buy-in. At least when you're going to get a pack, and even if it's on Whatnot, because Whatnot, if we're doing the auctions, it's not always a set price.
It's a dollar auction.
But if you're paying anywhere from like, say you pay $300 for a pack, and you do hit a floor pack, you only lose like $100. You know, you're getting your
Or
values
$150.
there.
And you know that the big
you're
packs
not-
were there.
And
Yes,
in-
for sure.
And in 6 months from now, that
Yeah.
$200 could be $500.
For sure. For sure.
And all you guys that are breakers, it's a really good way to support other breakers. Everyone wants to know, how can I grow my break page? How can I sell this break? Support other breakers, and you do not have to buy breaks where you're going to lose all your money. You could buy custom products, make them. Like, everyone that buys pull packs makes their own custom product, and they all tell me how thankful they are for pull packs, because now they don't even have to work hard on getting the custom products.
And the
Because
custom,
they already
yeah.
have them
And people
after we ship them.
aren't getting their cards graded because they don't want to pay $300 or they didn't get a part of the 180 Express.
You don't have to worry about that. We got slabs in
And
there.
there's slabs in there,
on
like
slabs
every,
on
like
slabs.
it's it. It's
easy.
easy.
For sure. So as far as custom products goes, we're a big fan of them. We support everybody that makes them. Just have longevity in them. Help the consumers. Always look out for the consumers. Don't look to make a quick buck. It'll never last. The people that all try to make a fast buck, you get revealed. You get exposed. And you end up getting out. And you never want to be
It's that simple.
X'd out.
I like what Mark said about having the floor so that at least you're walking away with whatever it may be, $200 worth of cards.
With
versus,
upside, too. If it's
with
200,
upside.
they'll have upside.
Versus where if you're opening packs or you're in a break, you get a 25-cent card and you lose $170, $200.
For sure.
Easy.
Because that's like, and this is, we can play into the information part of what you lose.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, yes, you may
Rightfully
lose.
so, right?
But I mean, if you're opening packs, are your odds any better, really? Like
If you're opening
spending,
up regular packs?
Yeah, if you're opening up regular
same
packs.
thing.
And I see this a lot on a lot of people's custom products. People complain about, losing, and people, whatever, 3 packs out of the whatever 100, maybe terrible, but they're still
It's not
at
terrible. They just
half the
look
value.
they look at the big ones and like, oh man, I wanted that.
Exactly.
card.
Yep.
So I feel like people need to understand that whole concept of like you're still gambling, and it's not like you can cry to Panini if you get rocked on one
I mean,
pack.
you can't cry to Panini for anything. You can
Regardless.
spend $1 million with Panini. What are they?
You
gonna
just
say?
cry to the breaker because we opened the plastic.
Listen,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, you want to buy the custom products because you will make money in the long run, especially if you compare it to opening up the wax. And we at Pull Wax put a lot of wax and boxes in the custom products, which guarantees you value. But then they open the boxes and they get tilted when they don't hit anything, when they can keep that
But
box.
they don't have to open
or
it.
we'll buy the box from you.
That easy.
So, like,
Literally
you
every
already
time.
made money, but you wanted to go that extra mile to hit that huge card, and now you have regret that you did that. You got to understand
Rip
that every action
responsibly.
has a reaction, and you have to be ready to lose. It's like placing that bet. You got to be ready to lose.
I think the big issue here is that I see opening packs as like legit gambling. Like it's the same thing
Correct.
as going to the casino.
That's why I break in the casino.
That's why Mark breaks in a casino.
Because he...
Because he.
Can.
There you go.
Thanks, go ahead.
But I think it's legit gambling. Like this is a casino we're
Correct.
running here.
Correct.
Obviously, hold on, for legal reasons.
No, for
we're not
sure.
we're not running a casino. This is an underground gambling. But
Correct.
there's a whole gamble
You're
side
taking
to
a
this.
chance.
And
Yes.
people are getting mad at it as if it's not a gamble.
Well, we need to
taking a
inform
chance.
them that you can lose if you open up the wax.
And that's why we say rip responsibly.
correct.
Just
Or
like drink
rip or
responsibly.
ship. Like that's another thing. If the breaker doesn't buy the box off you, just get the box and sell it.
Easily.
eBay,
Or
sell
put it in
go-
your
go-
closet and it'll go
Yeah,
up.
that's
A lot
it.
of people don't have self-control. Can we talk about self-control?
No, we may not.
Why?
Because I know what you're going to bring up.
And it's 6:30.
So one time,
I wouldn't talk about self-control because
I just want to put Melvin
Of
on the
many
spot
reasons.
one time. One time, I had a case of Prism FOTL 2020 NFL. Melvin looked at me with the weepy eyes. Like, I really want a box. I told Melvin I'm not going to sell it to him if he opens it. He promised me that he won't open it. I sold it to him at cost, $1,600. Current market value is at about $2,800 FOTL. Two of his friends called him. They peer pressured him. He
Can
opened
we
the
blast
box.
my two
Hold on,
friends?
time out. He opened the box.
Oh my god.
So
Dog shit.
he opened the box. He had nothing. He got nothing. This is a learning lesson. You're taking the bullet, but it's a learning lesson for everybody. It's all fun and games until you crack the seal. Do not crack the seal unless you can lose. If you do not have 100x in your bank account, if the box is 2,000 and you don't have 200,000 in your bank account, you're out of your bird. You're out of your bird.
Shout out Philly Flips, Claire OKC, and Drew Rux for influencing this
if
decision.
I went and if I got arrested and I told the police officer, unless it was Drew Rux, is the only way I'd get off. If I told the police officer I did this because of my friend, I'm still going to jail.
No. Get out of here with your logic. This is sports cards.
This is life.
This is why I didn't want you to bring up these.
Sports cards is what we're talking about, but all of the examples and everything has to do with real life. We're doing sports cards in real life.
Now we're getting philosophical.
Every action has a reaction.
I think you lost your bird a while ago. I think you are Sue Bird. I think you're Larry Bird. I think you are a mystical bird flying in the sky.
100%.
That's what you are.
All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up after that.
We're definitely wrapping it up. 3 years ago today, the Sixers traded Michael Bridges for Zaire Smith, so we have to get this. We got to just wrap this up.
Zaire Smith. And where is he at? In Russia now or Turkey?
The Mike is, in fact,
he works at my shop, right? Just shut this down, bro.
Mike's a bird.
All right, I want to give a major shout-out to the Philadelphia Baseball Card Show. I want to give a major shout-out to the Pole Wax team, to Cahoon the Big Pole Man, to Mark.
Shout out.
Prestige Pulls. You guys have any major shout-outs,
Everyone.
recommendations? Stephen Dickler, obviously. Shout-out to Panini, GTS.
Shout out Whatnot, obviously.
Whatnot Sports,
Whatnot is taking over.
Thank you, Whatnot. Seriously, man. We love you guys.
Thank you, Whatnot. Thank you, Binder. for
Revolutionizing the
helping me out with everything.
hobby.
Shout out.
Stay tuned for USA's today.
Wait, before we sign off, I want to say something real quick that just came to me. Whatnot from a business perspective.
Pause.
Unpause.
Shout out to Give Me a Break. Why not?
Whatnot from
We're back.
a business perspective has filled a need that everyone didn't know they needed.
Correct.
That platform where you can live stream and buy directly on the live stream has eliminated the need to go from Instagram lives to a website or to PayPal or whatever it may be, and has done it all in one app. And I want to shout out the creators. I want to shout out Binder and everyone else. I only know Binder. John.
Moth.
You guys are actual
Black and
geniuses.
yellow, black and yellow.
Thank you.
And
All in
you
one.
have revolutionized breaking. And whoever was going to be that first person to do it was going to be the person that lives forever in glory. And Whatnot was the first. So shout out to Whatnot for the
Shout out
genius.
Whatnot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have KO make a song for Whatnot.
Wait, imagine if Instagram accepted payments and they just couldn't realize that.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're going for Whatnot to the moon.
Instagram's never gonna do that.
Whatnot all day long. We love you guys. Seriously, thank you so much.
One
And it's
final
really
shout out.
helped all breakers run a successful business.
One of one doc.
Shout out One of One
Let's
Doc.
end it on that
Make sure you all follow One of One Doc. All of us sitting here have been. We're just gonna be a part of it. It's gonna be awesome.
One of One documentary. Shout out to George. He put it all on himself to kind of shed light onto the hobby and create a documentary to show different breakers, different collectors, different people in all shapes and sizes all around the world. He's traveled all around the world documenting and filming everybody to create a masterpiece of a documentary. We have all been a part of it. Not only will we be on it, but we will help distribute it. We're super excited about it. Shout out to our boy George. Go follow him, One of One documentary. And that's really about it, man.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
Episode
Mark's
9's
on the phone.
over.
He's ready to go. He sent
Episode
up
10.
All the
I'm live.
women.
I'm live in 25 minutes.
We're live in
Live.
25 minutes.
Go see his
Prestige
girl
polls. Let's get it.
before.
Thank you, guys.